How do you create your own definition of done for your Scrum team? Um, Hello, my name is Tim McDermott. I'm a software development project manager. I live in the beautiful, beautiful city of Tampa, Florida. And today, since we're talking about definition, I'm standing in front of the library. The library has a lot of dictionaries. The dictionaries contain definitions of various terms. And I'm sure in one of those dictionaries there's a definition for the word done. Why do we want to learn about, define a definition of done? So in definition of done in Agile means when is the user story complete and ready to go into production, into use by the customer. You have to have a strong definition for that. Different people can have different ideas about what that means, and that's not going to work very well for you. If you're going to, the team has to agree on a common definition that they're all going to abide by. So that's why you need a common definition, and it's the definition of done that also defines the work that's going to be done in the project. The work that's going to be done that needs to be done is defined by the definition of done. So you have to have that defined before project can even begin, before sprint number 1 can start. So how do you do the team, and the definition of done is going to depend a lot on the type of project and the team and the people involved. So the first step towards coming up with your definition of done is to get the team together, especially the product owner. They're going to have to come up with their own definition of done. The product owner's got to be there, QA person's got to be there, anybody involved in migrations to production, and the dev team. So the product owner's the main person, because we got to satisfy the user. He's the voice of the user. He or she is the voice of the user. So a lot of the definition of done is going to come from the product owner. Another thing you got to, so that was step number 1. I'm giving you 5 steps. Step number 2 is the organization itself. The organizations has policies, standards, quality standards that they want to meet, etc. You've got to look at those standards, etc. when you're coming up with your definition of done. So that's step number 2. Now step number 3 is for each item, you're building a checklist for this standard. This definition of done, it's a checklist, and for each item in this list has to be well defined. It actually have its own acceptance criteria. So define the acceptance criteria for each item in your list. Now, the 4th step is to actually check itself. By created, I mean you got to not just create, you got to communicate it to everybody, make sure everybody knows what it is, and make sure they all follow it. Make sure they all have access. They're going to be using it. They need to have access to it, to refer to it as they're going about their project. Step number 5, just realize that this document, update the document as needed. It's a big document, and it's going to define a base level of things that are needed to be done for the base level for the project, but every feature in the project may have some additional definition items that need to be added to the list for those items to be done. I'm out in the public, people are walking. Standing in front of a library is also a popular place, so people are going to be coming and going. But that's it. That's how you come up. That's the 5-step process. We're coming up with your own definition of done. Thank you, and I'm just going to go explore the library. I love the beautiful architecture. Tampa has a lot of beautiful old buildings, and this is one of them. This is the free library, one of the oldest libraries, and not the oldest library in Tampa. That's it. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please like the video. Click on like, follow me, follow the video, share the video, etc. Have a nice day.